What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Matt Burrill, here to tell you guys about my friends from Big Friendly Productions. Now, they specialize in creating merchandise for bands, artists, and even lifestyle brands. With their in-house equipment, they can provide shirts, branded hats, and more, as well as some graphic design services. They offer order fulfillment to handle your online orders and ship your merch straight to your fans from their shop down in good old Birmingham, Alabama, baby. Now, whether you are getting your first shirt, you're just starting out, or you're going on a 40-show run, hit them up for all your merchandising needs. Check out their website, bigfriendlyproductions.com, or shoot them an email, merchandising@bigfriendlyproductions.com. Now, we're going to get into the episode. This is Outside the Round with Matt Burrill. Also, make sure you guys like, rate, subscribe, tell your mama and them. And for more details and to get in touch with the rest of the familia, visit raisedrowdy.com. Now, let's get into it. Outside the Round with me, Matt Burrill, a Raised Rowdy podcast.
Come on.
This is Outside the Round with Matt Burrill, a Raised Rowdy podcast.
Yeah.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Outside the Round. Today we have got a very special episode with two guys that are a part of the familia, a part of the Raised Rowdy family. It's the fellas from Raised Rowdy Racing. We got Dawson Edwards and Caleb Conrady here. Boys, how we doing today?
Rough.
Man, yeah, rough as a cob, man.
Rough is the only way to describe how we're doing.
That is true. We're excited to be here for sure. Don't get us wrong, but rough is a great way to put it.
Like I said, the last 48 hours, I would put up with some of the worst 48 ever, all time.
It was so bad you guys didn't even get to watch the NASCAR race.
No, we
didn't watch one lap, and
God. That's a rare. Yeah. I hope everybody understands how difficult it is to get us to not watch a race on Sunday. Something's got to be absolutely wrong, or every right kind of right, and it was every wrong kind of wrong.
So for those that don't know, these guys are on the road with Travis Tritt. Caleb is the assistant tour manager. Dawson is one of the stage techs, and they spend their weekends traveling around. And then usually they're back on Sunday to watch the Cup Series race and then talk about it on Raised Rowdy Racing. So this week, you guys were where on the road?
Myrtle Beach yesterday, Hiwassee the day before, and then Cherokee, North Carolina the day before that.
Okay, so the Carolinas. So how'd the first two shows go?
Phenomenal.
Yeah, Cherokee was just normal. There was nothing weird about Cherokee. That was fine.
The second show, Travis literally said that, like, we should use that for a base of every show of how great it went.
Really?
Yeah,
everything about it was perfect.
Yeah, it's like a hometown crowd for him. So he sold the place out. They have garage doors in the back. They opened up the garage doors, and it's an indoor venue, and they had hundreds of people standing outside even. So, I mean, this place was not just packed out. It was packed out. So he was stoked. It's a Georgia crowd, so everybody loves him since he's from there. And
highly
so
redneck.
There was a guy that he got so out of his mind, they had to carry him out during Trouble. And so the whole time he's trying to play Trouble and introduce the band the song before, there's these paramedics dragging some dude out. He had eyes that were just going in opposite circles.
That to me is just perfect.
Let me tell you what this man said. He said, I've been on a diet. I drank a little before I got here. Then I drank a little when I got here. And then he died. He didn't pass out. He didn't pass away, but he died.
He did everything but.
He shit his pants. The cop told us he shit his pants.
He shit his pants?
He shit his pants, yeah. So they had all these paramedics, all these EMTs, and then the cops came up and talked to us later, and she's like, yeah, when he been over, I could just smell nothing but raw shit. So she's like, he shit his pants.
Whoa.
They took him to the hospital.
How old was this guy?
Raymond. His name was Raymond. He was 53. That's the only information they got out of him.
They call me Raymond.
That's exactly what we said.
That's exactly what we said,
too. Dude, that is plumb ass embarrassing.
It
for
was.
His friends, him, his family, his wife, his parents, everybody.
It would have been embarrassing in the back of the auditorium. It's twice as embarrassing when you're in the fourth row, and they have to drag
Monitor
you.
World.
The quickest way for him to get out of the venue was to be brought to the stage across the front row and out. So imagine smelling like shit, coming down the center
Dude's
aisle.
stomach's hanging out.
Stomach hanging out with two people carrying you that don't want to be there.
What was old Raymond wearing?
A red
A white,
shirt.
no,
Was
a
it
white shirt and like blue jeans.
Oh, I must have had a light on me. It looked like it was red to me.
No hat on?
No hat. Not that I don't remember a hat.
I don't either.
Yeah, no hat.
I'm hoping this guy had like a mullet, like a
No,
food
he's
edition
bald.
mustache.
Bald-headed.
No, bald.
Bald-headed.
Bald for sure. Yeah, no
Yeah.
hair. No hair to be had.
You guys must see some characters out there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we do.
Absolutely.
All ages, shapes, and sizes.
Yeah. Actually, they were in Cherokee last year. That was one of our favorite stories that we told on the Raised Rowdy Racing podcast of the fat motherfucker in the orange shirt.
Yes.
Going
yes.
up and knocking on Travis's door in the middle of the day. I get a text from Travis, and I'm like, oh, crap, somebody's knocking on his door. So I go running down there. He says, some dude in an orange shirt's knocking on my door. Somebody's unloading a Cisco van right next to him, and they're wearing an orange shirt. And I'm like, did you just knock on
This
Travis's
happened this
door?
weekend. This happened this weekend.
No, the knocking on the door was last year.
Yeah. But what you're talking about this weekend happened.
Yeah.
No,
the guy shitting himself
it's-
happened this weekend.
Yeah, that happened this weekend. But the same Cisco truck that
So I'm making sure that everybody realizes he's telling the news stories from this
I was
weekend.
getting around there.
They both involve a Cisco truck.
And
Yes.
they both involve a fat
Yeah.
motherfucker in an orange shirt.
I get told that there's a big guy in an orange shirt knocking on my door. And I go down there the first time, and there's a Cisco truck unloading, and the person that is unloading it is a big butch woman that is wearing an orange shirt. So I go up, and I talk to her, and I'm like, hey, did you just knock on Travis's door? Do you know who that is? And she's like, no, I didn't. And we sat there, and we talked for like 20 minutes. She was so nice. Later on that day, I get another text message during loadout. Hey, that fat motherfucker in the orange shirt's knocking on my door again. You need to come out here. I'm coming out hot. So I go running down there.
What is Travis? Do you know what Travis means? What he means? I'm coming out hot.
Oh, 100%.
Probably needs a microphone
is
about to get between the dude's eyeballs. If I had to guess.
Yeah, a microphone in between dude's eyeballs. Oh, man. A microphone with a red dot sight. And so I come running out there, and I don't see him, so I stand out by that bus. It is the middle of March. I'm freezing my ass off, and I'm standing by his bus for like 30 minutes to 45 minutes, and I see the dude drive by, park right in front of his bus, and I come running up there, and he's about to knock, and he's holding like a gift bag full of something. We later find out it's moonshine. He's trying to give it to the band and
Horrible
crew.
moonshine.
He comes up there and starts about to knock on the door. Dude, if you knock on that door, I swear to God, I'm gonna fucking beat your ass.
Oh, jeez.
Scares him half to death.
Travis does that?
No, I yelled
you
that.
do that.
I
You
yelled
do that.
that
You
at
do
the
that.
guy.
So Travis
got him to
doesn't get
stop
it. So-
because if he knocked on that door one more time, I'm getting fired, and you're probably not leaving the property. So we end up getting it all figured out. It was a guest involved, but we went back again this year.
This is what I was
and
talking about right here.
That same Cisco truck pulls up within, I'm talking like a foot and a half, maybe less, of Travis's bus, backs in there so that they can unload around the nose of his bus. So they're there for 30 minutes, and I get a text. Hey, there's a Cisco truck parked within inches of my bus. You better make sure they don't hit it. I go running out there, and I find the guy. It's the same woman wearing the same orange shirt as last year.
I love it. I love it.
So when
Ain't
I-
much change in Cherokee in
Not at all.
365 days.
When I pulled Travis up to the stage later on, I'm like, man, you remember that fat motherfucker in the orange shirt from last year? He's like, yeah. I said, well, that Cisco woman was wearing the same orange shirt, and I just was getting I was getting some flashbacks. He started laughing in the elevator before we sent him to stage. So
That's great. What's it like working with? We'll get into the chaos of this weekend in the past 48 hours being some of the worst 48 hours of y'all's lives. What's it like working with a legend, a guy who's been doing it, and a crew that's been doing it longer than y'all have been alive, longer than any of us, maybe, except for maybe McElwain. He's old as fuck. Except for like,
Sorry, Mac.
like who's been like working with the Tritt Crew, who's been doing it literally for decades, legendary. What's it like being in that camp?
I tell Caleb all the time, there'll be something that's happening. I'm like, the other day, Travis comes over and he's joking with us about NASCAR. I don't watch movies. Just putting it out there. I don't watch movies. People hit me with movie quotes and shit all the time. I don't get any of them. TV shows, don't do it. So anyway, word gets back to him that I've never seen some kind of blazing saddles.
I think it was Blazing Saddles we were talking about at the time.
It's a classic.
Okay, here we go. So
We were
you're
talking all
already saying
sorts
the
of-
same thing that everybody else says. It's a classic, yada, 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 same thing. So that gets back to Travis, and like he's like, he goes, there's more to life than just NASCAR, whatever. Like, we're joking around, and he's asked me like 4 times now, like, if I watched the movie, and I haven't watched it. But it's like that, and like other examples I tell Kay, I was like, what steps did we take in our life to where like Travis Tritt's talking about us about NASCAR? It's like, that's crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, that's just like weird to think about.
Yeah.
But like for us nowadays, it's just like us going to work and
Just Travis.
it's just Travis. It's just Travis T. It's just T now. But
T.
it's like, damn, growing up, I went to 2 Travis Tritt shows when I was a kid back in. I said kid, I was like in high school.
Did anyone shit themselves at these
No,
shows?
no one shit themselves.
Just
at those
him.
shows.
That he knows of.
Yeah,
Just
not me.
Dawson.
Not me. But yeah, that's the first thing that comes to mind is like I always tell Caleb that's like we're hanging out with Travis Tritt. It's like it's pretty wild.
How,
Like,
how the fuck did we get
how did we
here?
get like what path like did we take to get here? And then like yesterday, it's like what path did we take to get here, dude? Because we might need a career change after that.
After yesterday, yeah. I know for me personally, it's kind of funny because I go back to when I was working for Luke Combs doing his merch, and it was all while Hurricane was going from not even on radio till it was #1, and that's whenever I left. It's really funny between that, also tour managing for Dawson once or twice every now and then.
That's Dolphin Edwards.
Dolphin Edwards. Doing all that back in the day and now working for Travis, it's amazing how when you walk into a venue, the difference in the way that you get treated when you show up. Because when you're nobody Luke Combs and when you're these guys that are so green as grass that we're opening up for Corey Smith and have no idea what we're doing, I have to ask their tour manager for help all the time. It's amazing the difference in respect level when you walk in the venue and people immediately are introducing themselves to you. You don't have to find people, people find you. You don't have to, if I ask somebody to get me a bottle of Crown, I guarantee you they're going to buy the biggest bottle of Crown in the store and they're going to give it to you. There's going to be people in fat motherfuckers in orange shirts knocking on your door trying to give you moonshine in the middle of nowhere. And that's the biggest difference for me is seeing how much Travis has done in his career. People treat you differently because of what he's done.
Like us, like the crew guys. Like,
and I have no idea what the heck I'm doing half the time.
Yeah.
Me neither. But we see, and this is not a dig on anyone because we're also trying to pursue our own careers in music and stuff, and we have been the artist in the little shoes.
Yes.
But like being on the road with Travis, like us crew guys who are just low man on the totem pole, the people there treat us better than like the little artists. I say little artists, like the opening artists of people that are opening the show, like especially in these festivals and stuff. Like it's like that's the crazy part. Like just because we're with Travis, we get treated that way. Like when we went to Tortuga, which is just absolutely nuts. Tortuga's nuts. And the first day we're there, we're not even direct support. We were like third from the opener. It was like us,
Nelly.
Walker. Nelly.
Us, Nelly, then Walker Hayes, then Morgan
Wallen. We're like we played at like 4 o'clock.
What a lineup.
That doesn't
all
count
over the
Laney
place.
Wilson and all the other people that played before that day. So like they start at like 11 a.m. or something nuts there.
Jeez.
But like we're way up than direct support. Last night we were direct support and we got treated better at Tortuga than we did last night. But like the stage manager told us, he was like, in my eyes, y'all are the headliners. He was like, whatever space y'all need, take it.
It's so
Because
they do
because
that.
because it's Travis and people respect Travis. He's a legend. He's the one of those iconic guys.
Especially those OG local crew guys that have been doing it as long.
Most of them have worked all of his shows, especially in like the Southeast and stuff.
Yeah.
The guy last night, one of the guys that was like one of the main people of that show. So Bud, our guitar tech, used to work for Travis from 89 to 09. So he was there for 20 years back in the day. He comes up and he was like, Bud Phillips. And he's like, I can't remember that guy's name. He's like, Jim Bob, holy shit, it's good to see you. He was like, dude, he ran Lasers on the 10 Feet Tall and Bulletproof tour back in like 1993.
Wow.
And they'd known each other from that. And he was on the tour. I mean, he was on the crew on the tour, the whole thing. And it's like
Small world.
They've all, back in the day, Travis was selling out arenas, every night of the week, and they had 10 tour buses and 10 18-wheelers. So there's a lot of people in the music business that came from that do other things now.
Yeah. Travis was part of that big boom in the 90s, like that late 80s, early '90s country gold, like that Garth era, George Strait era, right? But
Don't compare him to Garth. He'd hate you. He would kill you for
He'd
saying
hate
that.
that.
Well, what I'm just saying is,
Yes.
what I'm
You're
saying
exactly
is when,
right.
I just had to throw it out
yes,
there.
when country music went from just being a redneck cultural thing in the Southeast and in the great Republic of Texas, your homeland, Caleb.
Yeah.
When it went global and went nationwide, Travis to me is a part of that.
Yeah.
Going nationwide, because I remember seeing Travis Tritt playing shows in the '90s in New York City,
Yeah.
in Boston, in Chicago, in Los Angeles, like all over the country. Speaking of interesting people, and again, we're gonna get to the story. We had CMA Fest here this week.
Yes.
Nikki T and I, and Sweet Boy too. Sweet Boy did a lot for CMA Fest. He didn't even play one note on the drums, and he was just running around ragging ass like as a crew member. Like,
Ragging ass.
just hustling. He was hustling. He got drunk as fuck. Had some good times on Broadway, but he worked his ass off during the day. He did great.
We're
But
gonna need to hear your stories.
we
now.
had he's got off the mic. We had
Save it for the other pod.
yeah, save it for the other one. We had five CMA Fest events, and this year we got to meet a guy. We got to meet all kinds of interesting people, but I got to meet a legend in current redneck Southern culture, legend in NASCAR culture. Guy by the name of Ori Lee, otherwise known
Cornbread
as
Cowboy.
Cornbread Cowboy.
Yeah, we follow each other on social media.
Ori and
Lee,
I.
yeah.
Ori just happened to pop out on our first CMA Fest event. He
Yeah.
just happened to come and hang. He was like, "Raised Rowdy, what's this?" And we told him, and he came out to all the other events.
Yeah.
Had a ball. He actually helped introduce Trey on stage at the fan club party. But it was like talking to him and him, just his persona and his personality. I was like, this guy has to meet Dawson and Caleb, because
That would be
We
hilarious.
follow each other on social media, so that's pretty cool.
three of y'all together would
Yes.
be. I don't know if the world's
Have you
ready
seen his
for it.
social media post?
I mean, I've seen all of the ones where he just posts the words in front of it.
And
He's slowly walking.
Yes, and he's wearing the most iconic NASCAR
Yes.
shit I've ever seen.
Yes.
He
Like,
always is.
Even cooler than like shit I have. And
Yeah.
me and my dad, it started like me and him sending them back and forth. It's like, dude, that Darrell Waltrip shirt's badass. Like, dude, this, that shirt, Davey Allison
Yeah.
shirt's badass.
That's so funny because
Yeah.
I've never actually seen his personality, because those are the only videos of him I've seen.
that's-
So I'd love to actually get to know what he is like.
Yeah, he's awesome. He's a little quiet and gets some beers. Just the nicest guy. Just makes you
Oh, hell
makes
yeah.
you feel real good
Where
when
is
you're
he
talking.
from?
To him. He is from South Carolina, from Aiken, South Carolina.
No clue where that is, but all right.
right on the right near Augusta.
Oh,
so
fuck.
just the
We'll
lower.
be there. We should get him tickets to the show next
No,
weekend.
for real.
Hey,
If we got
Ori,
contact.
Ori, if you watch this, I'll shoot him a
He,
message
he
and
can
let him know.
DM. He follows me. I follow him.
Yes, you can DM him.
We're
We
in
can-
Augusta next weekend. Not next weekend, but the next weekend. We're off for Father's Day and the Nashville
Nice.
race, but the next weekend.
Yeah, Ori was awesome, and it was funny because he's just seeing how he is in person. We definitely ripped some heaters together on the patio at Live Oak, and we got him in some luxurious Raised Rowdy merch. So
Hell yeah.
he'll be wearing those, I'm sure.
He'll enjoy this if he listens to this. So we're on. He made this post one time. This was recently. This has been in the last couple months since we've been on the road. It's like, when did your childhood trauma start? And it's like one of those videos when Travis is in the wheelchair and he falls in the water and all this. So we're sitting on the bus. We're sitting on the bus one night, and I was like, man, I got to show y'all a video I saw this week, and I showed them that video. It's like, when did your childhood trauma start? And I was like, they fucking love that shit. Like, I think it was like Tell Me I Was Dreaming by Travis.
Yeah.
And he's drowned, whatever the fuck's
Somebody
going on.
falls
He's in a
over and knocks
wheelchair.
their head.
There's drowning going on, all this, and it's so funny. It is so funny. I was like, I have to show everybody this. And dude, I had everybody on the bus.
Did Travis see it?
I didn't show Travis. but
Probably. Scott sends him a lot of those things.
And
Our
then
tour manager.
If not, we'll ask Wendell a question. I'm not going to tell the question. That's a little, I feel like, I don't know, with the question.
I don't even know what the question is.
Well, you'll
so
know in a
even
second.
better.
But we had a question about a person and another person back in the day. And we asked Wendell, and Wendell gave us his opinion. He's like, you should ask Travis. So Caleb just goes up to Travis and fucking ask him.
I don't mind telling that story. I'll tell that story right now. Yeah,
You don't?
we were on the way
Then fuck
somewhere.
it.
It was one of those times where we were leaving at
Say it ain't so, Joe. Say it ain't so.
Say it ain't so. we were
Oh
leaving.
my God, I love that this is about to be fucking. We're saying this in a podcast. I love it.
Yeah, we were leaving. We were leaving somewhere at like
so
7.
put in the context. Who's Wendell? Who are
Wendell's the
these
guitar
characters in these
player
stories?
that's
Yeah,
been with
we were-
Travis since day one. So my dad told me back in the day, I'll let you tell the whole story, but back in the day, a country music artist and a NASCAR driver's wife had a little thing going on. And at the same time, the NASCAR driver passes away, and that wife starts showing up to all these shows, and that fella is on tour with Travis at the time, opening for him.
Oh.
So I can't remember what brought it up, but I was like, Wendell, we're leaving out of town. We're leaving like on a Thursday night to go somewhere. And I was like, Wendell, I have a question for you. And I asked him the question. He told me what he thought. And he was like, you need to ask Travis. So I told Caleb. And then one day, Caleb, when he went that weekend, when he went to got him,
Yeah.
he asked the question.
Yeah, I just walked up. So I have to go get Travis before the shows start. So I'll go up and I'll ring his doorbell and I'll walk up onto the
Ring
bus.
his doorbell. Ding ding.
Oh yeah, it's like you ring this
They
little
talk to
doorbell.
each other.
It shows a bright ass light in your face, and he says either hello or he'll say something just completely
Funny as
off the
hell.
wall. Then that's how you know what mood he's in.
What's the wildest thing you've heard him say back? At a door answer? Like knock knock, who's
man.
there?
I just like you ring the doorbell.
He loves to talk in a Chinese
Oh,
little
he-
accent, like when he
yeah,
answers the
he
thing.
does.
He does that all the
Oh,
time.
that
talks in a
is true. Yeah,
Chinese
he's like,
accent.
oh hello.
Yeah, just like that. Oh, hello.
And I
Come on in. You know,
and I'll just,
shit like that.
And if he says something goofy like that, I'll just come up with the first thing off the top of my head, like, policeman's ball. We're here for donations, something like that. And I was like, all right, come on in. And so I went up there and I was like, Travis, we were driving down the road last night and we got on the subject of, are these two actually sleeping together? Were they having an affair back in the day? And Travis just looks up at me and goes, wait, let me think.
1994.
1990, yeah. Oh,
The
yeah,
so-and-so
yeah.
tour. Yeah.
He was like, yeah. I mean, I can't say for certain, but I was pretty sure.
She was
pretty
around.
sure.
She was around.
She was getting around. So we just all.
Christ.
Dude, that shit's fucking incredible.
I love going up and I'll ask him questions about stuff because I only ever get like 5 minutes with the guy.
Yeah.
So I'll ask him different questions. Like we were talking about him building onto his house the other day and him building the new bus that he's getting from Liberty. And so I'll just sit there and ask him like, oh, if you're building all this stuff, like how are you making these decisions? What are you trying to go for? How much is it going to look like this? Just picking his brain on
What's
stuff.
the setup of the Travis Tritt bus? 'Cause I'm guessing is it just him on there, or is it him and a crew member?
No,
No,
it is
it's just him, and he brings his family out.
Okay,
Yeah,
nice.
So he's got, I mean, his bus is phenomenal on the inside. I mean, this thing is getting
badass
older.
bus.
It's breaking down a lot. So he's actually getting a new one designed, and I've got a vague visual of the outside, but the interior is all hardwood, marble countertops. Everything is like some shade of brown, so it's like brown
sounds
leather.
like our friend Papa Tracy Lawrence.
How's his bus?
It breaks down pretty frequently
Hell
they
yeah,
go with
man.
you go with what you know. You know.
Tracy Lawrence, I loved. I can't remember whose podcast. It was either him on a podcast.
It was DM Monday.
That he was on a podcast or something, but they were asking about his shows, and he was like, "I like shows that start early and shows with good security."
Yes.
I was like, "Dude, that is us.
Me too.
We like that. We like shows that start early
Yeah.
and shows with good security."
Yeah, do you guys like? Because I know Tracy's very close with like the Tracy Lawrence crew and the Clay Walker crew. They seem to work together, kind of hand in hand. Is there another like '90s, 2000s era country artist that you guys find yourselves doing a lot of shows with, or are you guys kind of out doing your own thing?
No, we do a whole lot
A
of
lot of
shows
the War
with the War
Hippies,
Hippies.
if you know who they are.
War hippies.
Scooter Brown, he started up a band with a guy named
Donnie Reese.
Donnie Reese.
He has a place here in town, a studio. They're both Nashville guys.
Nice guys.
Yeah, they're they're veterans.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, they're veterans. They were both in. I know for a fact Scott was in Iraq. I want to say that Donnie was there at the
I
same
think
time
Donnie was too. They tell the story like
2004-ish.
yeah, they both like saw the Twin Towers fall.
Wow.
And then we're like, "Fuck this! I'm going to the military." Kind of thing.
Yeah.
They lived out the Toby Keith song.
Yeah,
they,
did.
they really did. And they went out, and so
And
we've heard
Donnie-
tons of stories from them about their tours over there, and now they're doing
Yeah.
this music together. They come out a lot with us acoustic. Every now and then they do bring a drummer, but
They're the most common person we work with. No joke.
Yeah.
They're at the same booking company as Travis is with
Reliant.
Reliant. Yep.
yeah.
Shout out to Reliant. They did a takeover with us.
I saw
Yeah.
that the other day, and of course we were out of town. I think
our
Yeah.
boys Crawford and Power.
Oh, I love
there.
those guys.
So do
Those
we.
guys are OG.
They did a ton
they're
of shows with us
awesome.
last year. So like last year, I would have said those guys. Honestly,
Yeah.
they did a ton last year,
Yeah.
but now it's they. The War Hippies were on the tour last year. The shit with Travis's knee, whatever, got canceled. So like this year to start the year, like the tour is them as the opener.
Okay, yeah.
So they were supposed to be the opener on all that stuff.
Nice.
So they just,
Yeah, Crawford and Powers OG Raised Rowdy because Nikki. We have all the Urban Dictionary stuff. Nicky T-isms. Like currently, the big Nicky T-ism is premium. Back in the day, it was front row or don't go, and
I
then
still thought that was a thing.
it is still a thing,
Okay.
and we
Yeah,
still
for
have merch with it on the website. But there's shirts on the website that say Dobro or don't go, and
Dobro or don't
and
go. That's pretty
that
good.
was relating to Crawford and Power.
Dude,
'cause
they
have-
can
they're-
tear up a dobro.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah,
So
I
that's
just saw
where
them
that
doing
shit-
a
yeah.
Steel Drivers cover the other day.
Oh, dude,
absolutely
so good.
killed it.
And what's wild is those boys are still independent, still living in
They
Virginia.
don't live here. Yeah, they live
Yeah.
in Virginia.
Still doing still like as on the grind as anybody.
Yeah,
They're so
they even
fucking
reached
good.
out to us to write whenever they came into
We
town.
have a
one
song
time.
on their next EP.
Dude, let's go.
Us two, us four have a song on their next EP.
Yeehaw, people.
They record over at Grady's. Like once we met and got to talking, we were like, "Do we know all the same people? Y'all just live there, we live here." But
You know what my favorite part about having a song on their EP is?
What?
I literally just now found out right now. I had no idea that was even a thing.
well, yeah, they
I
told
just
us
now
they're like,
found
"If
out.
y'all don't care, we're gonna cut it." So
I
they-
did
they
not
cut
hear
it.
about that. So
Yeah.
What's-
hell
what's-
yeah,
what's-
cool.
what's the
We gotta
song?
cut.
What's
At
the-
Grady's.
what's-
Grady's.
The song's called Grady's.
No, the
I was
song-
gonna say.
at Grady's.
Great fucking
I'll
time.
be honest with you. I don't remember the name of the song. We wrote this like last year.
Okay.
Just because I'm just now finding out, I have no idea which song they're cutting either.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. You write a lot of songs, you don't even know which one you wrote.
Yeah, obviously we write so many songs. We wrote with them, I think just one time.
Only the one time, yeah.
One
They
time.
came
They
over to
the house.
Yeah.
They were
We
here for something. Came over to
hung
the house.
out. Their tour manager, Sean, came with them.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it was a good time.
That's awesome. Yeah, I love those boys. Now, we'll get into it. So I told you guys I'm exhausted from the weekend, but now I feel like I have no reason to complain about doing 5 events over the course of that amount of time
No,
and
you
running
do.
around doing
You
CMA.
do.
No, because I've had shitty experiences on the road. I've gotten stuck in mud bogs. I've saved guys
So-
from going.
so have we.
I've saved guys from going to jail. I've dealt with rain. I've dealt with bullshit. I've dealt with wheel bearings falling off trailers. I've dealt with all that shit. But the way you guys came in here today and the way like the past 48 hours just sounds so chaotic. So you were saying you guys weren't direct support. So what was the show? Where was it at? And what the fuck happened?
It was the Carolina Country Music Fest.
Oh, you guys were at
Yeah.
CCMF.
We were there.
CCMF, yeah.
We were there.
Opening for Miranda, direct support for Miranda.
Wow. Okay.
Man.
I'm not-
Where do you even begin with
I
this
can
day?
begin on a lot of things, and I'm not talking shit, really.
Well, it
but-
sounds like the weather was a big problem.
Well,
which is out of
it
control.
was that. So it was, but it was already kind of. Caleb doesn't. I was stressed the fuck out all day long. I'm a tight wound banjo string motherfucker anyway.
That's why you drink cold beer.
Yeah.
Let's put it this way. Dawson looks to me and he says, if Caleb's freaking out, that's the time to freak out.
Well,
Because Dawson
if
is a little
Caleb's
bit more
freaking
tight
out, I mean,
wound.
gosh, damn, we're fucked if Caleb's getting. And see, Caleb, that didn't used to be a thing. Caleb used to freak out all the time.
100%.
But in the last like 4 years, Caleb's like just. But I know if like Caleb's like when he's not talking like yesterday, just like stone cold like. I just know, you know what I mean? It's like
Business,
shit, yeah,
all
shit.
business.
Yeah, if it's
Locked
all
in,
business, if
locked
it's
in.
all business, and like I was already stressed out just about everything, and then when Caleb's just when shit's going to the fan, and Caleb's like fucking all business and shit's it's hitting the fan. It's like growing up, Dad's like, "Don't worry till it's time to worry," kind of thing.
Yeah.
well, it's time to
It's
fucking
time to
worry.
worry.
It's time to worry. Just one of those deals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I'm gonna say everything. I'm not talking shit about anybody
Yeah,
specifically.
we love Carolina Country Music
We
Festival.
do,
It is
we
a
do.
Oh, yeah,
premier.
they were-
It is a premier festival in the circuit in the world that we
Oh,
work
yeah.
in. Great festival.
Yeah.
Highly recommend
As
going
soon as
and
we
attending.
pulled up, I was like, man, this is Tortuga.
It
This is
is-
the
it was-
same thing as Tortuga.
and there's like 45,000 people. I mean,
Yeah.
you can't see as far as your eye can go. There's people,
Great crowd.
but So when we first get there, we were originally told that direct support has been able to put their stuff up and rock and leave it there all day.
Yeah.
And if we could have done that, a lot of yesterday's stuff could have been prevented. Well, Miranda Lambert's stuff
Her risers, her set pieces,
takes
this
about
big
30
stairs.
foot more than anyone else has taken all day.
Yeah.
So we, as direct support, still had to disassemble and move everything. So for starters, there was this lighting truss thing that had wheels on it that were like poking out to where we couldn't, our risers are 8 foot wide, couldn't accommodate to 8 foot. So we had to go in our risers, split in half. So we got some 4x8 risers, you know. So everything's split in half. Nothing's been able to put where it's supposed to be. And we got to get on stage this way. Finally, someone, Bud, Scott, I don't know, convinces
It was
them.
Bud.
Bud's a badass, by the way. I don't know if I've
He's
said
our
that.
guitar tech.
He
And
worked with Travis from 89
Yep.
to 09.
Yep. OG.
Yeah, a bad motherfucker. He made a lot of executive decisions yesterday that went through, and one of them was to get those fucking wheels off the truss. That allowed us to be able to push every single one of our things easily. But because they didn't do it before, we could split everything. So we get on stage, everything's split. Got to get everything together. Then we got a sound check. You know, all this stuff. That make that sound super easy, but it's
What
a lot.
what time is this going on?
It's happening at
we were
happening
supposed
at
to load
9
in at
a.m.
9 a.m. But
And
we
it's-
probably didn't get started about 9.
45-ish.
Yeah, something like
Okay.
that.
And
And-
it all has to happen within an hour.
And what time?
About an hour.
What time's the show starting? 11.
The
We
doors
started
are
at 9:30, but doors
are
are
at 1.
Doors are at 1. Okay.
Okay, and there's 6 bands in this day to day.
And we're number
number 2, and we're already 45 minutes late.
then you have to
and our
have-
shit's already broken half.
Yeah,
Yes.
we got Laney Wilson, Ian Munsick, Neon Union. I feel like
Channing
Channing Wilson. All those guys have still got to get on sound check and do all this by 1 p.m.
And Miranda's people were already taking up 30 extra foot of stage and ran over their allotted time.
Yes.
So we're just fucked off the get go, which is fine, whatever. So anyway,
it's part of the festival.
it's
game.
part of the festivals.
Yeah.
I will never ever mark it down right now. Put it on my grave headstone. I will never attend a country music festival as a fan ever in my whole life ever.
just doesn't wanna work 'em.
Working country music festivals has made me hate country music
Really?
festivals. Oh yeah.
I know, it's so
Really?
sad.
Oh, it's terrible.
Well, what we're gonna do is we're gonna get you out to a country music festival and give you the Raised Rowdy experience.
I want to be in the very back around no
Yes,
people
you'll
and just drink beer.
you'll be at the Raised Rowdy tent. You'll
Yeah.
be tent camping. You'll be getting content in the campground, and you'll be
that's
having
great.
a
If
blast.
I'm away from
You'll-
everyone.
Yes, you'll be with us.
Yeah.
You'll do the festival the right way with me and Nikki T.
Yeah.
You know,
And I'll be the first one to say I do not share the opinion. It's chaos.
Yes.
It's
Chaotic as it
crazy.
gets.
Yeah, now being in
It's
the pit,
insane.
yeah, being in the pit at a country music festival, that's a whole different experience to me. Like being
Yes.
in the front row of 40,000 people and then having to go get a beer to go to the bathroom.
Dude,
Yeah.
these people.
That.
Yeah,
What?
you're screwed.
I don't
You're
know.
locked in.
I don't know what these people. We're sitting there like we're sitting there after all of the things happen at the beginning part of the day. We're sitting there at the bus. We can look right into the crowd, and as soon as doors open, people are just like sitting in the sand, and it's a fucking 100 degrees.
Yeah. I
And
want their spot. You guys
I just
gotta
can't
claim.
what
wrap my mind around that concept at all. It just blows my mind.
What I love at certain festivals, because like we did the Auburn Rodeo not too long ago with was Cody Johnson, Ian. I think it was Kojo, Shane Smith and the Saints, Haley Witters. I can't recall who else was on. It might have been Ian Munsick or something Western. And
Yeah.
but when they open up the gates, Auburn Rodeo is BYOB.
Oh God!
So
damn.
bring your own.
I'm guessing
So it's
cases
coolers
under your
So
hands.
it's
shit.
coolers. And it's bringing chairs, and they open up the gates, and everybody's just running.
Oh, yeah,
so
yeah.
just
And-
an absolute
and
thoroughbred sprint show.
you see big dudes, cooler on one arm, cooler on one arm, and then chairs folded over the shoulder, running. You're seeing dudes.
And then the guy behind him's carrying his
guys-
girlfriend like
yes,
this
guys,
in his
yeah,
arms.
Yeah, because they've been tailgating and drinking since 8 in the morning when doors open at 12. You know, it's been wild.
something loud.
So when did everything get wet?
Not till way later.
Yeah.
So I said all that to say this,
Oh,
as Travis
man.
says.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, indeed. No, so there was just already, me personally, when changeover happens, I like to have literally everything possible that could be done by changeover.
Yeah.
So if my checklist has a couple extra things, it's whatever. But when I have a fucking still full-blown checklist at changeover, changeover was going to take a minute anyway, because to resituate everything, reline everything up, which we had it taped off, which helps out, reline everything up, and I had to unhook all stuff that goes from separate rides or whatever. Just a lot of stuff to get all crammed in, to the point we had so much stuff to do, we even had a different route and idea to get Travis to the stage, because usually that's Caleb's job, and we were like, Caleb's doing so much shit anyway.
Yeah, I was having to help out on the stage.
He's not going to be able to go back and get Travis.
Where's the local crew?
They're there
on
the
stage
whole
with
time.
us.
They're helping out too.
Stealing
Yeah, but it's
Dawson's
like they
guitar
don't-
picks and
Yeah,
his towels.
That's another problem.
You can tell how stressed out Dawson still is about
Look
the
at that.
situation.
Look at that.
Yeah, it's still going.
That croc's gonna fall
Yeah,
off his foot.
I'm not. It just
I'm
is
pretty
what
sure
it
he's
is.
got
It
gaff
is
tape
what
on
it
the
is.
inside of the croc right now.
So
holding it on.
we'll just keep diving into all the things. So I put out all the towels and picks and all this stuff. So I have these two Travis Tritt towels that he like throws at the end of the show. That's like part of the show is him doing this. Fucking put them out there, gone. Put picks out there for the fucking guys, gone. I did the pick thing 3 times yesterday. I go back this is after the rain. I haven't even got to the rain yet. I go back to the rain. I was like, who the fuck is doing these fucking picks? And then the fucking production manager, he goes, God damn it, I'll get off the fucking stage, get the fuck out of here and quit fucking everything. Ran every one of them off, dude. I was like, holy fuck. Quit stealing the goddamn shit out of here. Like, it is fucking ridiculous.
Stage hands everywhere. Beware. He's ready to Ric Flair your
Dude,
ass next time
I
he
told
sees you.
everybody on the fucking stage, I told everybody, I'm a large motherfucker, and I was like, the next motherfucker that messes with me, I'm jumping off the riser, grabbing him by the neck, and we're gonna hit the ground, and we're gonna hit the ground hard as fuck in front of 45,000 people. Every one of these Carolina motherfuckers, I'm fucking tackling whoever the fuck messes with me next.
I love this.
It was fucked up. It was fucked up. So then we get to the best part of the day right here. Ian Munzik's playing. We have all of our shit covered. Okay.
With like visqueen,
Yeah,
cellophane,
visqueen, yes.
a whole bunch of covers and everything, because we're expecting rain, but we don't know when it's coming.
It's sunshining as a motherfucker at this moment.
But you're looking at forecast.
Yeah, we're seeing the storm thing roll in, and it looks like it's coming. Like it's gonna take like an hour to get to us, and we have maybe an hour until our changeover. So we're trying to plan this out, and we're asking Bud for advice. We're asking Scott for advice. We're talking amongst ourselves like, okay, do we leave these covers on? Do we take them off? What do we do? Because our changeover is already, like you said, without those covers on it, our changeover is already slammed.
That's what I was getting to.
We barely have enough time to get what we already need to get done normally.
Yeah.
So we had
much
to
less
figure
these
out
covers.
this plastic cover situation. So Bud, the man who's been on the road his whole life and knows literally everything about music and guitars and everything, he was like, after Ian's set during Laney's changeover, or Laney's getting on the stage, we'll go get all of our covers off and like get our stuff ready, because we're not gonna have enough time to get all these covers off and set and all the stuff for changeover.
Yeah, but just keep them close in case we need to throw them
So
back on.
we do that. Laney's on the stage. We can see the storm rolling in. Laney gets to Heart Like a Truck, I think is her last song, as it should be. And the wee fucking bottom falls out. South Carolina turd floater hits us right in the face.
And we're watching it. I'm sitting back there
terrible.
watching this whole squall line roll in.
So is it coming from like
The front.
Coming from the south, so I'm looking down the beach towards the south, and I am watching a line of clouds. And
Coming
there's a
from
hard line coming up from the north, coming up north.
And this rain is going,
Yeah.
and it was literally a wall. You can see it like things are getting wet, like as it's coming towards us.
So we're
Laney's on the
panicking.
stage. Laney's on the stage, and all of our shit is just uncovered at this exact moment. But it's like getting to the point where it's like, Laney on stage or not, we have to start getting this shit figured out.
Oh,
So
yeah.
there's local people on the stage. Laney's band is getting poured on. They're at one point I think Laney was just singing.
She's having a Goo Goo Dolls moment.
She was just singing. I don't even know if the band was playing.
Thank goodness for Lainey Wilson doing what she was doing, because she was up there playing her acoustic with almost all of her band. I'm not saying they had given up, but they were trying to figure out how to cover their stuff
just
too.
her.
So you have like maybe a keyboard player with one hand playing keys and the other hand trying to cover
which
stuff.
also
and
creates an iconic moment in the history of that festival, because it's Lainey Wilson playing a candidate for Song of the Year acoustic, but also her knowing, okay, my boys got to get their gear, got to get our gear covered. And Travis, you guys have to get your gear covered.
She went for like 5-10 minutes while we're trying to cover all this stuff.
Like doing,
which is good.
She's doing it on purpose, whatever. She's like just singing the chorus over and over and over again. The crowd's just singing it, like everybody's into it, whatever.
They're going crazy because it's like, you know what, we're getting rained on, but we're watching somebody that's going to be iconic, and they're just going to town.
And so in that, our stuff is getting soaked. We're getting plastic. We're putting everything on, whatever.
We're getting soaked.
We're soaked. I got jumped in the ocean right behind us. Like, just stupid.
Yeah.
So you have all of that, and then lightning strikes. And I have never seen so many people just say, gone.
Yeah. All the local crew.
Me and Caleb were just like, whoa, what the fuck?
Disappeared.
Which
they knew the drill.
Which they knew the drill. They're getting the fuck out of Dodge, and we're just like, they disappeared. Everybody. Just gone. And then everybody's like, okay, 20 minutes, another lightning strike, 20 minutes, lightning strike, 20 minutes.
And while this is happening, the gear's just continuing to get
we got it wrapped up. We got clamps and
we
shit.
did not leave. We did not leave until everything was covered. So.
Dude, if we would have not left, we wouldn't be here right now.
Yeah,
we'd be figuring out fucking what we're renting.
Caleb and Dawson, you're fired.
Yeah. So, go back to the bus. We get everything's wrapped up. We go back to the bus, and their lightning strike, whatever. We're like fucking way past when we were supposed to play. And in my mind, a lot of the other guys' mind, Travis's mind is like, no chance this is happening.
Yeah. So they evacuated the grounds naturally.
Everybody's got to leave.
Yeah. So the whole festival crowd has completely disappeared. All you see is sand and beer cans and a bunch of rain falling.
Wet ass sand.
Yeah, wet ass sand, and everybody's just sitting in their buses waiting on the word. And so
we're just sitting there, and so Scott gets a phone call. And they're talking, whatever. And so we find out the ticket is rain or shine. So to get paid, there has to be, you have to try your best to put this show on.
To make a show
on. So there's no lightning anymore. They get the last lightning strike delay out of the way. We're clear to go on stage. I'm the first one out there. Stand up on stage, and this dude's like, get the fuck off the stage, we're doing this, we got all this water up here, whatever. I look up, the damn roof is plastic, and it's fucking drooped down like this right here. And this guy's telling all of us to get off the stage. I'm like, oh, fuck. So I radioed to the guys, I was like, hey, this motherfucker's telling us to get off the stage, and they got to push all this water off. So they get some poor son of a bitch.
Some rigger somewhere that was still there.
To rack himself up to the fucking thing. The water is so heavy, they got him up there with a squeegee thing. It fucking broke. The water is so heavy, it broke his fucking squeegee.
He's straight up taking the squeegee from the onstage edge of the plastic and trying to use the squeegee to lift this water, which has got to be at least like 50 gallons of water.
We're talking about
he's trying to take a bathtub and push it forward. So he's using the squeegee, and it's just gallons of water right down on the stage.
Okay, so this gets even better. These dumbasses open the fucking gates not knowing what's going on. So you got all these drunk motherfuckers running the stage. Then you get security going, no, y'all have to get away. We have gallons of water falling 50 foot from the fucking sky, on your head. So they're trying to push all these people back, and I'm sitting there like, no fucking chance, dude. There's no chance. And then I also was like, no chance this poor bastard's getting paid enough to fucking be up here doing this.
What was he up there? He was just rigged to the...
He just rigged to the fucking thing with the squeegee that's broke as fuck. So he turned around, he's using the fucking pole end up there.
I mean, he's got a carabiner attached to the truss.
A carabiner is probably good for 50 pounds.
Leaning out, using 2 feet on the bottom of the truss and a carabiner on the top. using that to hold himself by the waist and using a squeegee way over his head and pushing pushing 50 gallons of water. So you're talking not just 150 pounds of dude. We're talking 150 pounds of dude pushing 50 gallons of water that carabiner right there
terrible.
is just holding on to. If that carabiner gives
and every
gives
time
way,
water comes off the top and they push it, the crowd's like, woo! Hell yeah! And there's just water fucking going everywhere. And I'm just like, still standing there. I'm standing way back at this point. I'm just like, no chance this is happening. So they told us our start time's at 9:30. Well, this is at 9:30, and this is happening then. And one of the main guys, he was like, "So we're getting started. Like, when are y'all starting?" I was like, "Well, I was told we were supposed to start at 9:30, and it was like 9:25 when I showed him my phone. He's like, "Oh, okay." And I was like, "Yeah, I don't know if this is happening." So finally, they get these poor bastards down on the ground and stop pushing water, and then people start filing in. I swear to God, there was more people there after the rain than there was before the rain.
I just
so
said,
true.
fuck it, we're pulling in people from the streets of
Yeah,
Dirty
we
Myrtle.
actually-
Dude,
yeah.
I guarantee you they did.
We watched there's a tiki bar right next to the stage. That tiki bar was so full, I almost could have sworn you could have seen the glass bowing out from the inside of everybody being stuffed in there. It was absolute insanity. Sardines packed inside the building.
What time does Travis Tritt go on?
Man, I think we went on like 10,
after 10 o'clock. It was a
15.
little after 10 o'clock. So about 9:30, we go out there and we start unwrapping everything. And it's just fucking soaked.
Even the stuff we got covered got
is
soaked because the riser itself pulled up enough water that anything that was on the riser got water on it.
Oh,
There's water sitting on the riser that was just like, it's, whatever. And then the plastic that was like, there was like a dip in it. I mean, you could have put goldfish in there and they could have had plenty of room to swim. You could have fed them and whatever. That's how much water is fucking in this thing.
Jeez.
So we get the plastic off, whatever. We run through everything. There's still a lot to go in this.
Yeah.
We run through everything. Our lighting guy, stuff is so fucked up. Our lighting guy is helping us out, like running through fucking making sure everybody's got, little noise, whatever.
Just making sure that noise is getting from
He's
every
getting a meter
instrument
to the front of house.
to the PA.
Jesus.
So we get up there, drums are good. This is just what I'm in charge of. I don't even know what was going on Bud's side of the stage. I found out later what was going on Bud's side of the stage. So drums, everything worked. We get the bass, everything worked. We get to steel, everything worked. Fiddle, everything worked. Dobro is not working
At all.
Dobro looks like the fucking pedal board looks like I dipped it in the ocean
And let's all
me.
remember that one of the biggest songs in our set, "Great Day to Be Alive," is all
it's a
built off
Dobro
of
song.
Dobro line.
So, I want also to preface this, the rain hasn't stopped. Also, like, it's still raining. There's no lightning in any of this, but even through Travis's whole show, the rain is still coming down. So there's still like this like fucked up misty shit just, everywhere in
Constantly
general.
hitting, yeah.
So we rip a pedal, the Dobro pedal, we rip it off, put a replacement on there that was like kind of similar, slap it on there, and the crowd, like I'm on the stage, I'm the only one there, and the crowd can tell that like there's something messed up, I guess. And I'm sitting there banging on the Dobro, and it finally starts working, and I give the thumbs up. Woo! Goes crazy for this. I'm like,
that is a Tech's
God.
dream right there.
Oh my
Yeah,
God! I
for
was
real.
like, this is so fucking dumb, dude.
So the whole time he's doing that too, I'm up at Travis's mic stand. I'm trying to get there's a loom that we have of 3 cables that has to run from off stage to on stage to go to his microphone stand. And the whole time I'm trying to tape this thing down, because if you have 3 cables across the stage that are not taped down, your artist is going to trip on those at some point. So you got to make sure they're taped down. Stage is wet as fuck, so the gap tape
Nothing's
is
working.
not sticking.
Dude, this tape was just
I've got
sliding around.
Oh
just-
yeah, I've got 3 towels that I'm trying to dry that line off with. I've got a fan that's pointed
Yeah, but a
down
fan on
straight at it, so that way it's just blowing straight across. So my whole entire time, I'm sitting there trying to tape down 3 cables. The whole time Dawson's going through all of this, all I'm trying to do is tape 3 cables down. I'm telling you, I think I walked up to you at some point and I said, I've never felt like more of a useless motherfucker than trying to tape 3 pieces of cable down to Travis's mic stand, because there's no way we could do it without that happening.
Jeez.
And so
And he used it as a pedal board, his whole pedal board rig.
Yeah.
We couldn't put it out because it's fucking raining still. So like, Bud, he can do the pedals from his stuff, like from his world, but it's like we didn't even have all the stuff out. We didn't have the skirts on. We got plastic fucking everywhere. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
just what it is.
Sounds like chaos. So then,
and in the meanwhile, I'm trying to organize a golf cart ride to get Travis from the buses to the loading dock, so that way he can get there without having to walk through all this nonsense of rain and puddles and stuff. So I'm also on the phone trying to do all this stuff at the same time.
Jeez.
So everybody's just all up in it. And we
And then
finally get everything going.
everything ready, and he's on the stage.
And the guitars are not working. Travis's specific guitars are not working.
Acoustic's working, but electric's not working.
So Travis
Oh,
is
no.
sitting side stage. He had just got there, and I mean, I think it was the moment that Travis got to the stage that the guitars just miraculously started working again.
Bud's on his hands and knees trying. Like I said, this man knows everything you could know, so he gets
Yeah.
all that figured out. So me and Caleb were standing there. We got the flashlights ready for Travis to walk on stage, and then I start hearing Dawson. I'm like, oh fuck! Look up, bass guitar, shits the bed. I'm talking about we got the fucking Houses of Rockin' music's playing, ready to go. Fucking bass guitar.
Bass guitar is
Nothing.
dead. It
Dead.
gets to the end of that intro music because it's just like the first opening riff of Houses of Rock, and then about the half of the first verse, and then it just goes away. And the drummer Josh is supposed to
He
start
counts it
up
off.
the first song, and the opening track just stops, and it's just dead silent.
Jeez.
And I'm up on the stage.
And Dawson's over there trying to fix the bass, and I look over at Scott, and Scott's with Travis. He's like, "Fucking go!
Go!
He just screams out.
So it's just like we
"Go!"
gotta go. So they counted off.
So
and
1,
they
2,
start-
3, 4, just start playing, and boom, send Travis out there.
Jesus
So we get
Christ.
the pedal board for the bass. It's shit out. So we run the bass through the amp, and it starts working. And then I swear to God, and they went out on stage. It sounded like it was just an acoustic show. There's nothing plugged in or nothing. And Travis is saying,
Dawson listens to the same mix in his ears that
I
Travis
listen to
does.
Travis's mix, so exactly what he hears is what I'm hearing, and it sounds like a fucking acoustic show. And Travis is like, "I need the band up. I need the band up." And then he turns around, gets the bass. He's like, "I need the fiddle down. I need everything down." And then he's like, "This sounds like a distorted piece of shit." But then somehow, between Scott and him, they rounded this whole motherfucker in, got everything right in that hour slot. And by the end of the show, it turned out to be a fucking great show. Travis was pumped with the sound and everything. I have no idea how it happened, but it fucking happened.
That's wild how that thing works.
It is crazy, man.
It's like a race car driver talking to the crew chief. They make a couple adjustments, and it's like, psh, boom,
Yeah,
there it is.
it's like Kevin Harvick
yeah.
finishing in the top 5 while Chase Briscoe finishes 34th.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you guys survived.
Me
I'm
too.
Glad,
Oh, man.
I'm glad everything's gotten worked out. And now let's talk about. We talked a lot about the Tritt Crew on this one.
Heck yeah.
We
Let's
did.
talk about, for those who don't know, Raised Rowdy Racing. NASCAR is going to be coming here to Nashville, the Ally 400 out there in good old Lebanon. They're
Hell
back
yeah.
at the Speedway. Real quick, because I'm sure people have asked you on the road now, your crew, they're like, so what's this podcast y'all are doing? What do you tell them?
We actually get so much stuff about the podcast on the road. It's
Yeah.
fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
Like,
they love it. Scott actually had a quote about yesterday. He's like, "I want y'all to say this on the podcast." So I'm going to say this for Scott, our TM. Scott specifically said, "Just say this: never in history of ever have so few suffered so much for the pleasure of so many." If that doesn't sum up yesterday,
just like
Holy-
you said.
nothing does.
Yeah.
And it's
You s-
all for the podcast.
You
that
said
that.
there are all these this magical moment for all these people, this 45,000 people. It's so magical, and then for all of us, it's just fucking immortal hell back there with all this shit
Yeah.
going on. It's
Yeah.
like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no,
But yeah,
they
that's-
ask about
that's-
it all the time. They actually knew whenever we were scheduling we had to dump the truck earlier today. We went up to sound check, pulled all the equipment off so we could dry it out, which meant we had to do all this normal stuff that we do, but without any hands. And so
Jeez.
we get everything dumped out, and we told them specifically we have to go record the podcast we were gonna
we
do
knew
the
it was
Raised
1,
Rowdy.
then it was 4, then it was 4:30.
Yeah,
So it got moved
so we were
a few
like,
times.
we've got to do this. We've got to do the podcast at some point, and so they know that, and they're actually trying their best to make sure that we can get out on time. So they take it seriously.
Shout out to the Tritt Crew. We appreciate you getting these boys here.
Yeah, they take it just as seriously as we do. They actually listen to it. Scott listens to it, and he makes comments about things we say.
That's
He's
awesome.
always like, "Man, I'm just waiting to hear y'all say something like, man, screw that guy. Like he's a piece of shit."
He's like, I'm waiting for y'all to say Scott's a dick.
He always says it, but yeah, they're listening, man. They love it. They take it serious. Everybody's loving it. And,
Just like I bring up on like my on the Raised Rowdy Racing pod, like my family and shit. I get texts about who the hack of the week should be by multiple people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is cool as hell.
Yeah, that's freaking awesome.
And we're like 8 weeks into this, 9 weeks, something like
Yeah.
that. Like not too far.
Yeah, it's growing and doing great. And so you guys didn't watch the race this week, but
Not a fucking
It's
lap.
heartbreaking.
well, it's kind of funny because I heard about it through Kepsi.
No, did you?
No, 'cause he's a
because
Truex
Truex
fan.
won.
Because the Jersey,
Truex
because the
fan.
Jersey,
Jersey
because the
boy
Jersey
won.
boy won.
Yeah.
Yep. And he had a great day. He really did have a
Where-
great day.
where were they
down
racing
at
at?
Sonoma,
Sonoma.
California.
Sonoma. Okay, yeah, that to me is a whole different. I
Oh,
like.
yeah.
I'm
Road
like-
I
course
love
racing.
Sonoma. I
Listen,
love
I'm
Sonoma.
I'm like you, where I'm like Mr. I like the short track shit. I feel
yeah,
like
Mr. Short Track.
I've jumped on the
Yeah.
Mr. Short Track train.
I won some bets this weekend though. Finally
did?
again. Yeah, finally.
What hit?
I had a 3-lick parlay in the Busch Series race, which was like $38 or something like that. So I was pumped about that. And then I hit Busher top 5 in the Cup race.
Okay, nice.
I think I hit a Truex top 5, and I had another one. I think it was a head-to-head or something small, but I ended up getting ended up getting 2 as well. But his were
After two
his were
weeks
a
of
bit more
getting
difficult.
terrible bets, it was nice to get 2 decent ones hit because Busher finished second there last year. And I was like, their road course packages, Busher specifically, has been really well. So I was like, totally could see him doing well again. And then he did. And McDowell, a top 5 bet on him with like $5 was like $40-something. And ran top 5 all day. The last pit stop had a dog shit pit stop and ended up finishing like 20-something. But like, almost had it. So that would have been dope to hit him too.
So where are we going at this weekend?
They're
Where's
off.
Then we
for
are
this
off
weekend.
they're
this
all-
weekend. The
NASCAR's
next
off
race
this
is the
weekend.
Yeah,
Nashville
NASCAR's
race
off. The
that
next
we're
race is
going to.
NASCAR.
Okay, fuck yeah, and I'm excited. So I used to cover NASCAR. When I say cover, I mean it very loosely. I from 2016, 2017, 2016, 2017, 2018, where was a radio station. I had a buddy, Big Bob Giaquinto. He is a large man. Love you, Big Bobby. But Big Bob worked with he was the program director at a station in Bucks County, Pennsylvania. And there's a guy there named Skip Clayton. And Skip Clayton was a longtime NASCAR guy.
He has the right name for it.
Yes, he's old school as fuck. I don't know if he's still around or not. He was like in his 70s, 80s at the time. But Skip wouldn't be able to go to all the races. So he would send Bob out, and then Bob would bring me along. And my job, I got to watch the races from down on pit road. I got to watch the races from the media box. Got to do all this shit, all the press conferences, all this cool shit. But I would only go to like 2 tracks. I'd go to Pocono, because that was the closest one. And then I'd go down to Bristol. But every year
Mr. Short Track.
Yes, but every year that I was at Bristol, I'd get to watch the ARCA race. I'd get to watch the Xfinity Series race, but every year the Cup race would get rained out. I was there. It was always the Spring Cup race that we would go down for, the Food City 500, Food City 500, and it would always happen on a Monday because it would get rained out on a Sunday. You remember it for years? Yeah. The Spring Series.
I mean, you come to Middle Tennessee in the March. I mean, what do you expect?
Yeah, what do you
you're
expect?
gonna
Yeah.
get rained
It's
on.
gonna rain.
Yeah, so this will be my first race like back, and the fact that we're going now, and I'm with Raised Rowdy. We have a Raised Rowdy
got
podcast.
hot passes.
Yep, you boys host our flagship Raised Rowdy Racing podcast. So it's gonna be, and the fact that it's in Nashville, it's super fucking cool. Ike being there too, Nikki T. ex-girlfriend Ash. It's gonna be great.
I know Allison's going
Yeah,
too.
Allison's
We're gonna have
going.
a whole
I think
crowd of us going down there.
my girlfriend Erin. I think she's
going?
I believe she was thinking about going, so we can get her a ticket to go.
My
and hang
girlfriend
out.
will be in Panama City.
Okay, sure. Yeah,
Dang. Almost had the full
the home away from home
conglomerate.
for Dawson. And
Yeah.
Lindsay.
Yeah, for real.
When's the condo coming? When's the
Me and Lindsay are
timeshare?
gonna make a bunch of money one day and buy us a spot in Panama City.
And we're gonna come down there, and McElwain's gonna come down and stay with y'all, and then party at the Salty Goat. McElwain's
yeah.
favorite. McElwain loves him some Salty Goat.
Hell
PCB.
yeah.
Man.
But as far as the Nashville race, 'cause I know there's the Nashville Fairgrounds. This one is at the Speedway.
Yes, outside of town on the 840
So
loop.
what's like the history of this? 'Cause I know for a long time
there's no history.
Well,
Well,
I mean, there's a little bit. They used to race that a long time
That's
ago
what
in
I'm
the
saying,
Xfinity
like a while-
series.
It
That's what
started
I'm
in
saying.
like 2010.
So it's a newer track in
Yeah,
the grand
very,
scheme of
very,
things.
very new-ish.
It's
track.
kind of a weird thing that it's so new, but then also left
They
the
didn't
schedule
race
for
it.
so
They didn't
long.
race it very long. They only raced Busch Series there, and they left it for a long time. But it was obviously like totally still fine because
Yeah.
the facility was so new. So the first time Cup ever even raced there was 2021 ever.
Oh, so this is a brand new.
Yeah, Cup's only been there twice.
It's basically
ever.
a brand new race
Now-
for the Cup
and
Series. for sure.
and it's called Super Speedway. So is this like
That's
Talladega
super-
size?
that's just
No,
a
no,
name.
It's a loose term.
That's more
it
of
gets
just a
shit
name.
on the internet for being called the Nashville
Yeah.
Super Speedway because Super Speedways are your Daytona and Talladega, 2.5 mile track.
Sort of Atlanta.
This is a 1.3 mile track.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's
So
that
it's
weird
actually-
that weird in between.
It's not
where
even a
it's-
mile and a half,
Yeah.
and it's not a short track. It's the same size as Darlington, just shaped like Kansas. If you're a NASCAR fan, you know exactly what I mean. It's shaped
Yeah.
like Kansas, but the same size as Darlington.
So who's historically run well there?
Larson,
Larson.
and Chase Elliott have won
Yeah.
both
Okay,
races.
so
Hendricks,
so
basically.
bet on,
Hendrick has won both races.
so if I'm gonna bet the next week, because I think I'm gonna have to put some bets in because
yeah,
I'm
you
going
should. Oh,
you
to
might
the
as
race
well.
with you guys. So bet on the Hendrick guys. is
Bet
what
on
you're
Hendrick,
saying.
guys. I bet you Byron probably is going to come out there and be a little bit of a stunner. So he's probably going to be a little bit lower down on the odds bracket. I'd be a bit more interested in betting on him than Chase or Larson because I could see them being super low odds, not as much value there. But it's going to be hard to bet against those guys too. So I wouldn't be afraid of putting a smaller amount on them and putting a bigger amount on Byron.
I don't know. Has anybody? Well, we're like 2 weeks away, but last year so the first race, Caleb went to all three.
I went to the
Which
truck.
was
I went to Xfinity.
incredible.
I went to Cup. I
Wow.
got so sunburned. It was awesome.
I only made it
But
to
I-
trucks and Cup.
I wasn't able to go at all last year. I was on the road.
And then last year, we ended up having a date that was like up in the air. It was going to be a fly date or not. And for me to make it back in time for the race, I needed it to be a bus ride. I know it sounds dumb from a plane or a bus, but I knew with the airport and everything, I wouldn't make it because flights wouldn't be till the next day. If we
Yeah.
were at the bus, it would be that night. We'd be home early Sunday morning. And Brandon, our buddy, he texted me. He was like, hey, like, because we'd already talked about it. I was like, no, we're on the road, whatever. He's like, hey, we got like 2 passes left. Like, would you know anybody that would want them, whatever? And I was like, actually, let me get word if we're going to be on the bus or a plane. And
Yeah.
I was like, I might take them. Found out we're going to be on the bus, called Dad, and he's like, hell yeah, I'll go. So me and Dad went
Oh,
to the
Big
Cup
Dave.
race.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Cup race last year, pit passes, whatever. We get there, and it's a day race. They moved this race to a night race because of what I'm about to say. We get there, and it is so fucking miserably hot. I mean, hotter than like Georgia in July hot. I mean, it's just drenched.
Yeah,
it's
98
it's
degrees
terrible.
and 70% humidity.
And the driver, like the heat in the cars was a big deal. The drivers is a big deal. I mean, it's 400 miles. Look, it's just hotter than fuck. And pours down rain. There's 2 rain delays last year in the Nashville race. So by the second rain delay, the people, the crew, the officials, whatever, the people that work for the track, they don't know who the fuck's supposed to be in, who the fuck's supposed to be out. Hot passes can get you anywhere in a NASCAR race, as you know. I don't know if you know. You can
Yeah.
go literally anywhere.
Yep.
They got people fucking, they don't know what, they just shut everything down, which is like bullshit. So people are like getting pissed off, whatever. So me and Dad were like, I was like, we got to do the cool shit. We got to meet the drivers. We got to be around the cars. We got to see all my friends who work in the industry. I was like, you ready to go? He was like, I thought you'd never ask. Me and Dad, we fucking leave
I
the
actually
track.
thought he would never ask.
We leave the track. We leave the track. We go to Cinco, drink some margaritas, and then finish the race at the house.
Oh, perfect.
So like ended up being
works
great.
out.
But God, between how hot it was and 2 rain delays, last year was miserable.
So this one's now a night one.
So this being a night race is
gonna change
cool.
it up just a hair.
It's going to change it up on one hand, just for the fan experience alone and for what we're doing. And also, this is going to be Allison's first NASCAR race she's ever gone to. So I can't wait for that because not only is she going to her first NASCAR race, but we're getting her down into the pit road and going into the garage area, seeing all the cars and everything. So she's going to get the full-blown experience. I'm just going to tell her to bring earplugs and go to
ear
town.
protection for sure.
Please do. But it will also change the racing a little bit because that track's going to be a lot cooler. I don't really know. I don't know enough about the NASCAR, about the Nashville track to know how it's going to react to it. But
it's going to be last year's race over again. Last year was rained out, so they didn't run it till late as fucking night anyway. So you're going to have that same. The track's just going to be cool. They're going to have a lot more grip than they normally would because it's not going to be 1,000,000 degrees and slick and hot. First year we went in 21, it was slick and hot, and Larson literally led almost every lap.
Yeah,
Wow, it was domination.
Dominated.
That year he just dominated too. He came
like
out of the gate.
Good Lord, he did great.
He came out of the gate.
He had something to prove, you know.
Yeah, exactly. I was just going to say that. So who right now is with the standings and everything? Who's kind of the points leader right now? And
Blaney the points leader?
It's weird because if you're looking at regular season points, I don't know after Sonoma. I can't say this because I haven't looked yet. But before Sonoma, Blaney was actually a regular season points leader.
Wow.
I will say this: the top.
I'm gonna look that up real quick.
I actually have it pulled up.
If y'all look it up, who's it's like? Are you looking at regular season points?
Playoff right now, it's going to be between William Byron and Kyle Busch.
They're tied, I think.
With regular season points standing now, it's Martin Truex.
36.
Yeah.
There's 36 spots between first and something. Negative 36.
Yeah, so for regular season right now, it's true.
I don't know what you're talking about. The NASCAR app doesn't do a very good job.
Yeah, so I got on ESPN right here. I got Truex at 525, Byron at 512. Yeah, that's the most recent.
Yeah.
36 points would go down to like 7th or 8th. Yeah, 7th. So from 1st to 7th, this is a NASCAR stat from fucking history, NASCAR stat. There's 36 points between 1st and 7th place. That's the closest 1st and 7th place have ever been in NASCAR history at the halfway point ever.
For regular season points.
For regular season points.
So right now, the competitiveness in NASCAR is at an all-time high.
100%.
Yeah, because
last
just
year
about anybody could fucking win.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at last year, there was only 2 or 1 spots that you could actually get. Somebody got into the playoffs based off of
there was
points.
19 total winners, though, because you had a couple of those guys, that won races that weren't in the playoffs.
But even before the playoffs even happened, there was
at least
enough
one
people
because Blaney made it in.
Yeah, Blaney made it in on points without having a win because a win gets you into the playoffs of NASCAR. And there's 16 slots open. So you're talking at least 15 people won before the playoffs even started.
Wow.
And then by the end of the year, there's 19 total winners, which was like the most in so
Which is insane
many
because
years.
typically you have like 7 winners and the top 2 or 3 guys have won 3 to 5 races.
Yeah.
So now all of a sudden you have a list of people who have won 1 race.
So this is good for NASCAR.
In a way, it does make it a little awkward because what basically is happening is if you get up front, you have that clean air, you have all the ability to run up front, you have all the advantage. It's turned into, I think Denny Hamlin puts it best, NASCAR is no longer what you bring to the track. NASCAR is now what you do when you're there. It's all execution. If you can run up front, run a clean race, don't get into incidents, don't mess up on pit road, you actually, based off of that alone, have a better chance of winning.
So it's kind of like now where because I feel like there's always been the haves and the have-nots with teams, correct?
Yes,
like with ownership groups and things like that. Like Hendricks says that Hendricks and Gibbs will have more money to spend than somebody on Joe Schmo racing team.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's kind of even things out a little bit.
Yes, it has. It's made it a little frustrating though because on one hand, does it make it to where it's a little bit easier to cheer for a driver that doesn't win all the time? Yes, because nobody's winning all the time anymore. But it also does frustrate you when you know that there is one person that runs extremely well. They have a very fast car. They're up front for most of the race, and because of one wacky restart where they end up being in 2nd or 3rd or 4th, now all of a sudden they can't. Even though you know that they're the best car on the track, it's very difficult for them to get it back up front because they're all so even that there's no ability for those faster cars in the back to get around the back to the front.
Interesting.
And those slower cars that are up front now have enough of an advantage over the cars behind them, even though those cars behind them would be faster. If you looked at them just on a qualifying lap alone, it makes it so much more difficult for those faster cars to pass the slower ones.
Interesting.
We could really, really, really get into the weeds about all of that. But I thought an interesting quote that stuck out to me the other day. It was TJ Majors, who is the spotter of the 6 car. What race was it that he ran top 5 all day and you had money on him, but he ended up wrecking?
Oh, God.
Was
that
it the
was
600?
so... it was a 600. Yeah, it was a 600.
Okay.
Yeah,
So the
RFK.
600 the other day, the 6 car ran like second, third, fourth. 100% was a top 5 car, but it never led a lap, never was 100% the best, was the best car. TJ Maters made a point, and he was like, just the way NASCAR is right now, he said, if the 6 car, by being a top 5 car, top 6 car, would have just gotten in the lead, he was like, just because Brad's talent of blocking and knowing where to put the car on the air, he was like, I don't think we get past on a late restart. He was like, don't think we get past.
Yeah. And then
it's because you can't have a car, the better car can't get around. Like it's just a lot.
Yeah.
It's a
Then
whole
the other
different
day,
There's a whole different deal.
we're watching a race, and the 24 car isn't doing anything all day long. He finally gets up into the lead, and I look at Dawson, and I say, there's no way, if you put that 24 car in second, that he can maintain his position. He will fall like a rock to the back. He leads 20 to 40. I don't remember what the number was.
He led a good chunk of whatever it was.
Huge chunk of the race. And I said that during that huge chunk he was leading. I said, you put that guy in second, he's going to fall like a rock. That exact thing happened. He finally got past, and all of a sudden he's back there in 16th place.
Damn.
So you know that guy isn't as fast as everybody else, but you put him up front, and he's the fastest car on the track. You could take the 78 car and just pop him up front, and he's going to run better than you've ever seen that 78 car run. Until he gets in that dirty air, he'll start falling.
Damn. Yeah, that
Just part of it right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
They're working on some shit.
it makes me excited that this is when we're getting into the word. This is like NASCAR seems to be at a cool point right now.
Yeah.
Like
it's at a very cool point.
where things are.
They've sold out 85% of the races this year already.
Racing's back. We got you guys doing Raised Rowdy Racing. The Cornbread Cowboys in the picture.
Every young country artist we see comes out wearing NASCAR shirts.
The bridge of NASCAR and country music is closer than it's been in a long time. You've got they're racing at classic tracks like Wilkesboro again. There's all these new concepts for tracks, and they're here in our backyard in Nashville, which is really, really cool. So pick a driver for next week, because we're gonna rag on each other with if somebody doesn't get it or whatever. So if you had to pick a driver for next week, and I know this is
I'm
early.
going Larson all the way.
You're going Larson.
Well, he's my favorite, and he's also kicked. He's
your
won.
favorite and the favorite.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got Larson. Who you got?
God, man, that's tough.
He's going to pick 24.
I want to say Blaney. I really want to say Blaney because he has been doing better on the ovals. He is inconsistent, though, so it's hard to tell. You know what? I'm just going to go out on a limb, and I'm going to stick with my driver. I'm going to go with Blaney. He does do
We're
well
just
at
picking
Nashville.
favorites over here.
Okay.
He does do well at Nashville, though. He just had a brake rotor problem last year.
I want to say Byron, because that sounds like a good pick.
That is a good pick. That is a solid
But another
pick.
part of me just wants to be that guy and pick the current heel right now in NASCAR. The heel.
Chastain.
I kind of want to go Stone Cold Steve Austin and pick the heel.
I was
going to pick fucking Chastain.
I was going to say
like
something.
it.
I was
I
going
like
to say
it.
something. The last 2 years, he has ran incredible here. I'm pretty sure the first year he finished second to Larson when he let Larson all the laps. But I said it on the podcast last week.
Yep.
I do not know what happened to Trackhouse, but even last week, where they won the year before last, they're running like dog shit.
Even Steve Letarte on Dirty Modo said that.
Something happened. I don't know what they missed, what their other people have picked up on, but the last Chastain went from leading the points this whole season. He's done falling out of like the fucking. He's at past 8th now.
Yeah, he's at 4th for regular season right now. He's at 501, tied with Caleb's boy Ryan Blaney.
He's at 501, so he came up a little bit from last week. He fell to 8th the week before last.
Yeah, so he's right there.
I don't know. The last month, Trackhouse is just. I don't know. I don't know what happened. Trackhouse just has not ran like what they came out of here fucking nailing it. They were doing great.
Yeah.
And then
It's a long season.
yeah, dude.
And he finished with a top 10 this week too.
They'll go back and forth.
Yeah.
But we'll see. That Charlotte a mile and a half, which is not really comparable. Dude, he ran fucking low 20s. Like, and everybody's like, what the fuck?
But certain tracks, certain guys just do better, and certain teams
But he's
don't
been
want to do
doing
it.
well. He's been doing well
Very
at those
true.
mile and a half tracks. I'm just saying he's done great at Nashville. We'll see what happens.
I'd be surprised if they don't do well there, mostly because Trackhouse is trying to base themselves out of Nashville. Their offices are all here. They want to have their garage here too. So I could totally see them doing everything they can for their sponsors, the people that support them in Nashville. I could see them putting a whole lot of extra work
into
this exact race for that reason
All
alone.
Right. So me, I love the fellow Rome, Georgia guy, Hunter Chastain. So we're gonna go with Ross Chastain. That's gonna be my pick for this race. And we'll see who Nikki T picks. We'll make sure he just doesn't pick one of the three that we picked. If you guys were to have one NASCAR driver on, current or former, as a guest on the podcast, who would it be?
Tim Richmond. He would get the most fucked up stories of all time if we got Tim Richmond on this podcast.
Unfair. I love it.
No, I didn't. I thought it was a collective.
I completely agree with you. I completely agree with you. It's just unfair that we can't actually have Tim Richmond on
Most
the
people
podcast.
thought me originally would be like Dale Earnhardt, like right off the rip.
Or Davey.
Which would be great. But if we're going off just pure fucking stories, Tim Richmond.
If we're talking current, though, I'm going Noah Gragson all the way. Because Noah would be a lot of fun to talk to.
Yeah.
Because he is a wild SOB. He would definitely have some good stories and have a lot of. I'd have a lot of fun talking with him.
Who would you want to have, Dawson?
Currently?
Yeah.
Or Coy LaJoy. I'd be interested.
I feel like LaJoy would be.
He's a fan favorite, so he'd be a good one to have on.
Yeah, he has his own podcast.
Dawson's gonna say Kyle Larson again.
No, I know everything about Kyle Larson, so I wouldn't fucking know it.
Like who's like the Hoss Cat, the purebred Hoss Cat in NASCAR right now?
The Hoss Cat in NASCAR right now?
Like the personality.
Chastain.
I feel like.
But see, Chastain's off-track personality is completely opposite of his on-track personality, and he'll tell you that. Like off the track, he's like when he had the heat all over him the other day, all season. He's like, yeah, I'm not the fucking, crazy in your face guy. I'm very laid back. Don't say much. Like, honestly, I'm kind of shy. It's just like in the race car, I'm, wild, crazy, aggressive, whatever. I'm still trying to think. I like Graxon's a good pick. If we're going for just wild stories, I feel like Graxon would have something crazy.
Like an interesting conversation. Like you want to talk to this guy.
Oh man, if you're talking interesting conversation,
I feel like Bubba
it's going to go extremely in depth. I would say Denny Hamlin for sure.
Denny Hamlin's going to give you the most
He would tell you straight up exactly what it is.
He
wouldn't care who was going to piss off. Yeah. He would just tell you exactly what he thinks, and if somebody gets pissed by it, he's not going to care. He's just going to talk about it on his own podcast right after.
I would want to know. I want to know BJ McLeod. Not that you even know who that is, probably.
What?
I want to know how he made it into NASCAR and how he runs. Like, I want to know the financials of, like, how the two teams, Cup and Busch, both run and how they, like, actually make money. Because they do. And I've heard bits and pieces of how they talk about it. And I've heard that, like, he's a phenomenal race car driver. From, like, all kind of drivers. And they say, like, if he was in the so-and-so car, like, he would kick ass.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go. I was trying to think of a cool.
Man,
I'm going out there.
You went on a deep dive.
I'm going out there.
BJ.
All right,
I'm going out there. That's who I'm going with.
So we're going to use the connections that we have of our content prince, Sir Ike Everard's girlfriend being in NASCAR PR. And we're going to reach out. And we're going to try to get. I think BJ McLeod would probably be the most attainable of those names you guys said.
Oh,
right?
100%. I think any of them are a possibility.
Yeah. I think. Well, I'm saying
BJ McLeod is he was one of the first drivers I ever met when I went to Kentucky.
Let's do it. That sounds like a storybook thing.
I say first drivers I ever met. First, like when I got to go the hot pass thing.
You got to
Kentucky.
talk to.
Yeah, like at the racetrack. Like he's got this like super. His side of his heads are shaved, but the top's like super long, jet black.
That's a horse cat.
Yeah, he's a big guy.
DJ
he wears the
McLeod,
flat,
you're
he
who
wears
we
the
fucking
flat bill
want.
hat, and he's like a guy you probably wouldn't want to fuck with. I feel like he'd beat your ass.
Yes, that's Raised
I'm here for
Rowdy.
it.
So I feel like
I
that's.
am here for it.
I'm glad I said that. Like I feel like that's a good one, and I would, like I said, the exact question I would ask is like, how the financials look between a team like that and a team like, say, Hendrick, or even a team like Colleague, whatever. Like I would want to know like how they do that, because sometimes that 78 Busch Series car that Alfredo drives like runs really fucking well. And I would also ask like, how the fuck did his throttle hang last weekend? And he fucking destroyed that race car. So I would
it
also
looked brutal.
ask what happened there.
Okay. Hell yeah. Well, guys, I appreciate y'all coming on, and I appreciate you still wanting to do this.
Yeah, man.
Despite the crazy last 48 hours, I give you credit. I feel for you. Having been a guy on the road that has dealt with some shit and had to deal with it the following day. Where can people go to find you, plug the podcast, and all that shit?
Dawson
yeah.
Edwards Music.
And I'm at Caleb Conrady.
Caleb's got a big
Yeah,
song
yes,
coming
yes,
out.
yes.
Let's promote that real quick. Let's promote the song.
quick. She's got a garden.
Shit, Grandma's got a garden, and
Yes.
it might just have a little bit of a weed problem.
And I love the content that you've recorded with old Trey Bonner.
Shout out Trey Bonner.
Trey Bonner
Trey-
recorded some cool content
Bro.
for us. We went out and we found a little farm stand that they used to sell vegetables out of.
Illegally
in between
got pulled up on by
Jolton
some
and
weird
Ashland
guy.
City. Dawson came with
Definitely.
us to take the pictures. The guy that lives right up the gravel driveway from that farmhouse pulled up next to us and was asking us why the hell we were there.
And I
So
was
a
like,
lot
he's
of-
definitely about to shoot us. And I was like, well, I got a gun in my pocket, so we can definitely go to, like, we can have a 6-shooter fucking shoot off right now if it needs to happen.
Did that, and Trey, we went back to the house. Trey recorded a bunch of really cool, but he did a great job. I've got to give him a lot of credit. Trey Bonner really killed it. But yeah, we're putting out a song. Grandma's Garden is coming out June 30th.
Which is the same week as the race?
The same. It's
following week.
Following Friday.
Following week.
Following Friday from the Nashville race. The
Oh,
pre-sale
okay.
goes live on the 15th, which is coming up, I believe, this
week.
Friday.
Today's the 12th.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
this
think it's
week.
either this Friday or this Thursday, something close to it.
12,
but-
13, 14. We're this week, dude.
Yeah.
You got pre-sale
it's
this week.
I just don't know which day.
Yep,
but
so-
yeah, pre-sale comes up this week. I'm posting about it. It's a great song if you like gardening and if you like taking a break from gardening. That's your kind of song.
And you
for
like
sure.
funky, country, good music.
Yeah, who'd you write that with?
I wrote that one by myself.
No shit.
100%.
Then
100%.
who's producing this one?
So Alex Maxwell came into Grady Saxman's studio. Grady did a phenomenal job of putting some great players together. Alex really helped out a lot with putting all the instrumentation, kind of making a couple choices. They took it.
The great composer, Big
I was
Money
there too, but
Maxwell.
I didn't have any good
More,
ideas.
moral support.
He did it. Yeah, I will give Alex credit. He did a great job of basically just kind of pushing a direction for everything. And even Dawson has said it. I've been playing this song since I wrote it in 2016, and I've played it one way and one way only. We went in to record it. They listened to that work tape that I did, and even Dawson said, "Man, that just sounds so much bigger and different than I ever thought it was going to sound." And it's so cool to hear it so fresh.
Yeah.
So
That's awesome, dude.
I got to give them a lot of credit. They did a lot of great work.
I can't wait to find some gardening, some gardening products, some stuff out of a garden that I can enjoy, being the California sober guy that I am. Maybe I'll get so lit up when I'm listening to it, I'll start dancing with a cherry. You know,
should, man. That's the best possible thing you can do.
But that's freaking awesome, and it's cool that you guys recorded that over at Grady's, because Saxman Studios is a sponsor of this podcast. So
He absolutely kills everything he puts his damn drumsticks on.
That's
man.
awesome.
I'll tell you what.
fuck yeah. Well, be sure to follow these boys. Be sure to follow the Raised Rowdy Racing podcast. If you're on the road, if you go out to a Travis Tritt show, look for them on stage, holler at them.
Come drink a beer with us.
Yeah,
You'll
come-
see me
yes.
trying to put a piece of tape down on the stage.
Yes. Get videos. That's what we'll do. If you go to a Travis Tritt show, you watch this podcast, you listen to it, get content of these guys setting up the stage during changeover. Tag them in it. Raised Rowdy Racing, Dawson Edwards, Caleb Conrady, and we'll share it, and that'll be how we know people are listening.
And I would love to connect with you out there in the crowd. We'll come out and
That's what
find
I'm
you. If
saying.
you're
We
supporting
come
us,
out.
I want to
Yes.
support you too. You come out and find. You just let us know you're there, and we'll come out and find you.
Hell yeah. Well, we appreciate you guys coming on. It's been another episode of Outside the Round. Shout out to our friends from Big Friendly Productions, Saxman Studios, Whale Tail Media, our boy Mitch Wallace with the digital marketing agency. Of course, Sweet Boy behind the camera. He's hanging in there. He had a long week, and they're actually flying up to, or I think he's staying in town, but Trey Lewis is flying up to a festival in New Jersey this weekend.
Music festival, Dawson's favorite.
Yep, a music festival on a beach. Funny enough, it's the same crew that put on the festival y'all were just at. But it's in
they're going to be tired. Just let them know.
But it's in New Jersey, so who knows what the hell can happen.
It'll
be rowdy and awesome. But appreciate you guys checking out this episode. Be sure to like, rate, subscribe. Check out the Raised Rowdy Racing podcast as well. And until next time, I'm Matt Burrill, and this has been Outside the Round.
Come on. Yeah. I ain't never been the kind for staying one place for too long. I ain't never been the best at saying I love you to a girl I love. Only got a couple tricks on my sleeve. They usually just make them leave.